sure we all good. Hold on, y'all. Give us 1 second before we get started. I shall fuss with the kitchen. Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There it is. Wait. It's not popping up.
I wore my dangly earrings.
Okay, so something ain't right, because this thing ain't popping up. It say I'm live, but I don't see anything. Okay, there we go. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Blah, blah, blah. Yo! This is gonna be the main camera. I'm gonna focus on this. Technically, yeah, this is the main camera. Technically, that's your camera, and this is my camera. Yo, what's going on, y'all? So today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be discussing our flaws. We're gonna put this thing on live, all right? So she's gonna talk about her flaws. I thought she was trying to look at what's worked out.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna talk about mine. All right, so we each have wrote down a list. I have a lot more than JoJo. So I'll go ahead and start things off. And if JoJo has any questions, you feel free to ask. You don't have to ask, but yeah. All right, so we're going over our flaws. JoJo, do you have any questions before we get started?
Do we have to say why?
She already.
Why
right.
we think
If
we're flawed?
I mean, if that person asks, which 9 times out of 10, they're probably gonna.
Because we gotta discuss them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so one of my flaws is my past. Past is one of my flaws. Now they always talk about, your past is always gonna come back to haunt you in some type of way or whatever.
Would that be a flaw?
I guess so. I don't know. Tell me.
The past is what makes us into who we are.
Right, but it's still a smudge. Still a smudge on my whatchamacallit.
That's a little broad.
Right.
You know just
I did a lot of mean things, So. And the other one, another one of my flaws is, I always try to rate myself at the lowest so I can get better. But some things that I need to work on, some flaws I need to work on is being a better man, a better son, a better dad, a better brother, uncle, business partner, just everything. I feel like I suck in some of those departments or whatever.
And that's in progress.
Right. Just you over there writing like you're a therapist or something. Every time you turn around, you're writing something. But go ahead.
So for my first flaw, this is a big one.
Right.
This is a big one. Time management.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
I'm on time, but other people say I'm late.
Right.
Or I should be working on something, but instead I'm doing something else. So my time management is not where it should be. I spend a lot of time in La La Land, I think.
That part. All right, so another one of my flaws is I want people to trust me, and I don't trust anybody. Honestly, no. Hold on. Let me explain this one though. Let me explain this one real quick. All right, so I want people to trust me because I feel like I'm a person that you can trust.
Right. Okay.
Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can trust me. I'm one of those type of people that you can trust with your life. All right.
That
Katie.
I agree. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would trust you with my life.
Katie
Just like
Beyond.
in the car the other day.
Yeah. I be on it. All right. So yeah. So that's. Well, I guess it's safe to say that's not a flaw there, right? That's kind of.
Wait, you say you want people to trust you?
Yeah, I want people to trust me, but I don't trust anybody.
So you not trusting anybody is your flaw. That's your flaw. Your flaw.
Okay, I'm probably just trying to add a little bit of meat. Yeah, okay, I ain't mean that. Yeah, okay.
Deflection.
That's my bad.
Your flaw is you don't trust.
Right.
Okay. You don't trust.
All right, so another flaw is my views and when it comes to a lot of things. So this is kind of gonna go into a lot, right? My views. So I'll just name one. What I say is law. That's my view though, man. I feel like Well listen, here's why, right? Because most of the time when I say something, I have thought it through 1,000,001 times. And if you look at, especially when I've been on a team, on any type of team, we are always going to get the win. We're always going to make it to wherever it is, whatever the goal is. We always get there. If you allow, go ahead.
Do you want me to bring up an example?
I mean, you can.
I'm not.
Go ahead. Go ahead, blood.
No, I'm not.
Come on, man. You can't do that to the people, man. You can't start off by saying something.
Because I don't want to.
It's not a good look. Go ahead, man.
Well, I was just saying that what you say is law, and your team is always gonna win.
Because that's the overall goal. When you're in a team, when you're playing sports, the goal is to win.
Right, and the goal is to do what's best for the team, not what's best for yourself, right?
In order to achieve the goal.
In order to achieve the goal.
And it's going to be a lot of times where certain teammates are not going to be, they're not going to understand why you do things. So as a leader, you have to lead. And again, there's going to be a lot of times when people don't agree with how we got here, but we still got here.
Do you remember that one time where maybe your ankle wasn't up to par, but you chose?
She's showing it. I'm about to walk out.
That's why
I'm about to walk out.
No, that's why I didn't want to bring it up. Because I know that was big.
No. It's all good. So, all right. So, no. Okay, I will give you that. Okay, so there was this one time at band camp. Okay, all right. So yeah, I did make a bad judgment one time. But it wasn't my fault, the reason why we took an L though. Because technically the ball wasn't thrown on my side. But still, I will say this. Yes, in that instant, I probably should have took. But
look at all these buts.
Yeah, okay, I got it. All right. So we'll say majority of the time. Whatchamacallit. We're gonna get to the. You know what? I had forgot all about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring it because I know it's big.
It's all good.
But I remember everything.
All right. So I guess this is a flaw. I thought that if people wasn't from the hood, they were spoiled or privileged. So I had a habit of judging people that wasn't from the hood, I guess.
You have a habit?
I had a habit. Let me say this. Let me see how can I look at that, because I'm trying to figure out I think I do look at people a little bit different now. As far as I will allow somebody to show me, you know what I'm saying, who they really are, if they sort of kind of can relate or whatever. Because there have been some people that wasn't from the hood, but they understood like the struggles and stuff of people, and you know, being around privileged, spoiled people, they complain about a lot, right? And the people from the hood, like, yo, bro, I wish I had your doggone problems.
Everybody complains.
But again, those spoiled and privileged kids, they'll complain, oh man, oh God, man. This doggone, my mom didn't get me the new Xbox 360. We didn't even eat last night, man. You up there complaining about that? That's what I'm talking about. Like, complaining about stuff like that. Spoiled and privileged children tend to complain about more or whatever. So that's probably why. And I had a habit of being around or experiencing those type of people versus the shoe on the other foot. People that honestly understood, you know, understood and was a little bit more considerate and didn't complain as much.
Is it? Well, I mean, okay.
Go ahead.
Now I don't understand that one because I feel like even so it's from different spectrums, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you come from you know, a lower income spectrum, you are gonna have different things that you that you are, you know, complain about, or if you everybody, I feel like everybody complains.
Right, but what I'm saying is, from how I grew up, the people around me complained a lot less. And when I got around privileged kids, like, they wouldn't stop yapping about the things that they didn't have, versus when I go back to, you know, my friends and stuff that's in where I grew up, it's like they have a lot less, but, you know, they're happy and they're thankful for those things. Or they go robbing. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We gonna get it by any means. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, man. But yeah, it did seem that way for a long freaking time.
There's less gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
and I will take that. I'll take that.
So you're gonna take that, but she's still over here thinking about stuff.
That's only because you've called me privileged a couple of times, and I didn't come from.
No, I said you
had
there. Spoiled ways. I never said you were privileged. I said you had spoiled ways.
You called me privileged.
First of all,
the lights. It was a bad storm. The lights went out. I had just had King, and I said, "Oh my goodness, the power went out." I said, "I'm scared," and you said, it's people out here homeless, and you worried about the lights being out with your privilege. But
man, ain't nobody saying nobody. First of all, I don't even use those big words.
Quit being privileged. That you said
That,
privilege.
Let me tell you something. That don't sound like me.
But me being a female, I don't like being in the dark.
Right now, no, that was like 8 years ago.
It was like 8 years ago.
Anywho, what was the next one? I
think that was 2 for you. Right?
No, that was just 1. Yeah.
You know, you said what do you say is law, and then you said privilege. So it's my turn.
No.
Because I've only done 1, and you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh wait, let me make sure. Hold on, my past.
You've done 4.
2, trust, and what I say is law. Oh dang, no, I think I have did 5.
No, it's 4. You did 4.
I said my past. The first one was
you did do 5.
Oh, okay. So go ahead.
So
I can hear myself talk.
Another flaw for me is.
Hold on a minute. This is her phone, by the way, y'all. This ain't my phone. Let me go ahead and clear it up.
Don't be trying to put your phone on.
My devices are being used right now, so we don't get into this. Go ahead.
Right. Another flaw for me is health and nutrition. I have got to get better at things that I put into my body and acknowledging how my body reacts to certain foods. So I gotta get better. That's just a flaw of mine. So
Let me see. I can definitely agree with that. I need to have something else that I need to get up on. What have you. We gonna get there. All right. So technically I did 5, so I just need to do 1 now, right?
Okay, yeah. You can do 1.
All right. So another flaw of mine is coming from having a poverty mindset. That's a flaw of mine. A really, really strong flaw of mine. Coming from having a poverty mindset. I mean, some people can look at it as a good thing or a bad thing, but
Financially is phenomenal.
right. In certain instances. But yeah, coming from having a poverty mindset, that's one of my flaws.
Okay.
We're working on that.
That's interesting. My next one is my intentions are good, but sometimes not consistent.
So you're not consistent. We gonna we just gonna yeah. I'll peep game on the dog. She pulled my car.
I did.
I like how she did that though.
I know. I was trying to figure out how can I word this, but no, I wrote examples.
If I go, you want to read that over real quick, if you want to.
My intentions are good, but sometimes not consistent.
Right. She ain't consistent with what she's saying.
So like where I'm always trying to be positive and upbeat, like when I get emotional, sometimes I forget my feminine. Or like with the kids, if I'm tired, I'm not consistent with punishment. Or, hey, you can't watch TV today, and then I'm just tired and don't want to deal with it, just go watch TV. Or even with work, like if I'm tired or unmotivated, I'm not putting out my best. So, and then like bills or whatever, I'll just be like, oh, I'll just get it later. Like I'm inconsistent, even though I have goals and I want to meet certain aspects, and I usually meet my goals, but if I were like on top of everything, it'd probably be a much smoother road.
Facts.
So I'm working on it.
All right, peep game. So people that are on Facebook, if you want to watch this whole entire video, then you're gonna have to go to KD and JoJo on YouTube. All right.
KD and JoJo show.
Oh, it's the KD and JoJo show.
KD in JoJo show.
Yeah,
should probably
in.
write it.
Right. Yeah, KD in JoJo.
In the
go
comments.
ahead. You the one that got the pen and the paper.
I didn't even write on the paper.
JoJo's gonna write that down, and you guys. Oh no! Oh my bad. I already took care of all of this. The link is actually in the video, so you guys, just click on that and watch the rest of that video. We're actually gonna finish this on KD and JoJo's show. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace. All right. So JoJo went. Now it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Wait for the bus. All right. So what's the next one? I think that kind of goes like almost hand in hand. But I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm cheap. And I think that's, at first I used to look at it as a good thing, but as I do more and more research and gain a little bit more knowledge about some things, I can see why it is actually a flaw. Early on, it's a good thing, but, after a while, you got to let some things go. All right. The next one is I have often viewed disagreeing with me as disrespect. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain to you why. Peep game. I'm going to explain to you why. So, it depends on where you grow up, right? Where you grow up, you know what I mean? You do not want to be disrespected in any type of way. If, let's just say if a guy's showing any type of disrespect, then you need to check that right then and there before it goes to the next level. So we're going to nip this in the bud by me checking you on that. And of course, if you don't get the picture, then things get physical. So, I just looked at it like, we're just going to nip this thing in the bud real quick, man. I was about to...
No, go ahead.
No, because what I was about to do was I was about to make an excuse for being that way, and I don't want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I've often viewed disagreeing with me as disrespect. I know you got some input there.
I do. But I think I've learned how to maneuver around it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to maneuver around that.
What you mean? Because you might be able to help a young lady out there or whatever.
So, I don't know. I guess I just either put us in a scenario where it has to be a different decision, or it needs to be a different decision, or I just kind of say something, you know, that'll make you think, oh well, maybe we need to do this, or maybe we need to do that. You know, it's like a suggestion, or just throw something out there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But most of the time, you know, my views are.
We are not.
Give a doggone what's going on, player. I know it's right.
How long is it gonna take you to fix that?
Well, technically, hold on. What was that? What? What was we talking about?
When somebody disagrees with you, you see it as disrespect. Disrespect is like a big word.
Absolutely, and that's exactly how I take it.
That is
exactly how I take it.
Big word.
If someone disagrees with me, I'm gonna say it may depend on your tone, maybe, I guess, because if it's coming across as a light tone, more of a asking, then you know I might be a little bit more lenient and a little bit more nice, a little bit more open to to considering. But and it also depends on if I got my mind made up. My mind is made up.
No, sometimes you go back and think about it.
After I made a decision.
After you made the decision. Like, once you make the decision, that's it. We get in this refrigerator.
Because, yeah, man, it's like... Because I done thought... Because me, I'm a person that I absolutely love to do research on anything. I will research something to a T. I'll be able to explain the reasons why we need it. And, you know, what the bad things that can happen. And I'm going to make my decision based on the best bang for your buck. So this thing has all these good qualities about it, but all the shortcomings we're not really worried about.
I know a good example.
Go ahead.
When you were saying you feel like you shouldn't be rewarded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was just like, okay, you know, well, here's my thought process on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't me saying, no, that's not right, you know, whatever. But it was, you know, me saying, this is how I view that situation or that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
when we still went your way,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm guessing you must have thought about it, or, you know, or either we're moving in a way where you feel like we're going to meet some goals.
So here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing, right? So I have already thought 16 steps ahead of that, right? So I was already, not even trying to be funny, but I was already thinking, you know, as long as we are moving towards something, then, you know, the reward will be there. So even when I told you I'm not, you know, taking this off the table at all, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to put a reward out there until I have seen that we have got up off our butt and started moving towards that goal. I was already, again, it wasn't off of the table, but it's saying in order for you to get to that doggone whatever that is at the end of the tunnel, you have to do this, or you have to get up and start doing this. I need to see some type of work being done before, you know, we start booking whatever that is. I had already thought about this.
We do need to get a book. I sent some nice, whatchamacallits over. Some nice places over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can check that out after this.
Okay, on me. One of my flaws is being too honest.
Here we go. See what I'm saying? We just talking about
No,
this, dog.
no,
Just talking about this.
too. Okay, so let me. Okay, so too honest, as in, geez Louise, just too honest, like giving extra information that's not needed.
Hey, there we go. There we go. Hot
Giving
diggity
extra
dog.
information that's not needed, or let's say somebody is super proud of something. Oh no, let's say this. Let's say like somebody got on an outfit and they feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's Lizzo and she feels amazing. It's not me to say, honey, you look a hot garbage. It's not. It's just no. It's not me to rain on her parade. You know what I'm saying? That's how she. In my opinion, you know, whether it's truthful or not, isn't gonna make that situation better.
Well,
So you know, it's like if you don't have anything nice to say, just say nothing.
ain't gonna cap. I was kind of hungry, a little bit, but maybe I threw up a little bit in my mouth. All right, so let's go on to the next. Let's see what we got here. All right. So another flaw of mine was I thought everything could be solved through fighting or getting physical with someone. And for the most part, it actually kind of, in a way, it kind of worked out when I was younger. You know what I mean? It's like you get physical and you do something to somebody. Would it be respect or would it be fear?
So, what do you mean? You like to be feared.
I wouldn't say that. I don't want to be bothered. For the most part, I didn't want to, like, you know, when I was younger or whatever, I pretty much just kept my head down and just wanted to go to school, get those 8 hours over with, and come back home. But people, I don't know what the heck was wrong with them, but they wanted to bother me. They wanted to test me or whatever. And it wasn't until I started being physical and started putting my hands on people that they understood not to mess with me.
So that's a form of security. Because you know, oh, they already know who I am. They're not gonna try me.
But I don't really care if I didn't care about being known. I was just, I just didn't want anybody to bother me. Just don't mess with me. So that's what I'm saying. Would that be fear, or?
I think it would be fear from those other people.
Respect.
In your eyes, is, you know, once you do so much, it's respect, and I think you get that from people in the neighborhood or whatever. You earn your whatchamacallit. But at the end of the day, those people feared you. They feared your ability. And sometimes, I mean, I don't know if you did it, but sometimes that can fuel you to want to be more, to show it off more.
Mm-hmm.
Because you like the fact that, you almost like to see their fear. You like to see them run. You like to see them back down because they already know your history. So it's like I'm gonna do these things so they already know what to expect.
Right. Yeah, well, definitely, I wasn't.
It's almost like a power thing. Like, you pretty much took their power.
And let's just go ahead and clear. Yeah, let's go ahead and clear something. I never went looking for fights. I never went, and tried to bully anybody. It was always people would do or say something to me or my family, and I was basically just defending them. That was always the case. I never went and tried to put my hands on anybody that wasn't bothering me. That's not my style. Never have been, never will be. Just a protection thing, man. Just stay out of my bubble. Stay out of my bubble and stay away from the people that I care about. Another flaw. I think this is a huge one. I got comfortable with being alone and having the mindset that everyone is against me.
I kind of want to dig into that, but that sounds really deep.
It is. It is. I mean, that's what these whatchamacalls are for, though. So ask ask questions, and we can talk about it.
When you say, like, comfortable being alone. Alone in what aspect? Is that like I'm alone by myself, or is it just like I can be around people but mentally I'm like it's a wall? That type of alone. That type of I'm not gonna.
Well, when I was saying alone, I would say like this, like I got comfortable with pretty much going to work, getting off, and just going on and pretty much keeping myself company by playing on the Xbox Connect, eating my burgers and fries every night for like 2.5 years straight, just chilling and relaxing. And I don't know, I guess it was easier. You know what I mean? Like it's easier because it's just you. I just gotta just worry about just this person right here, and I got comfortable with that.
What made you get comfortable with that?
Years of, I got comfortable at work with just working, those 2 jobs, wake up in the morning and going to sleep, and I had a great routine. Like I would work out every single last day. I would jog because I didn't stay too far from downtown Charlotte, and it was, I don't know, man, it was easy. It was extremely easy. Like my rent was like $425. $425. I had a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it was just chill. I had some of the best freaking internet. When I tell you, I ain't never had problems out of that doggone internet,
was
man.
Was it clear wire? Clear wire?
You talking about the internet provider? No, I want to say it was Spectrum. I was with Spectrum. Spectrum ain't had. I'm telling you, and it may have been like
Time Warner Cable.
Little. Yeah, TWC, that's who it was. It was TWC. Yeah. But didn't have any issues. Yeah, but for the most part, it was just chill and relax, man, And I could pretty much just cut my phone off and I ain't got to worry about nothing. Sit in the house all day and just watch movies. And sit in the house, watch movies, The Lion King, Pokemon Go. I got some weird taste though, for real. We'll sit there and watch some Pokemon movies.
Alrighty. Okay. So my next one is.
Oh, you just skip right over it. We done?
No. Did you have something else to add to that?
No.
I think that's pretty clear. You got used to being a loner. And I can understand that. I've been there. Sometimes it feels great to just be in a room by yourself, or watching what you want to watch.
Some lotion.
You're not. Listen.
Oh man, play too much. Oh man, my bad. Go ahead.
So you saying you're ashy?
I need to moisturize. I need to get in the shower first and then moisturize.
Okay, so my next one is I'm too pleasing. I'm too pleasing. I put other people before myself. Don't do me like that, Dickinson.
One new whatchamacallit. What is it called? That boost me up flaws. There we go.
No, this one is
nice.
on me. No, I'm not too nice. I am nice, but I'm not too nice. I am more of you know how you don't want to be disrespected. I don't like to be disrespected, but
Before you continue, I will not be disrespected.
He will not be disrespected.
Right. I don't like it.
But for me, it's just like I don't want the extra confrontation. Like, if it's easier to just say, okay, I'll do it. Or, I mean, shoot, I don't know. I just know that if I need something done and somebody else needs something done, I'll put myself on the back burner. But I think that came from when I was younger. Let's say I wanted something, or I wanted to accomplish something, or I wanted to do something, or I needed something from somebody, and everybody would say, no, 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 not right now. I think I just got to the point where I started doing stuff myself. And I just always told myself, if there was ever somebody that wanted to do something or needed something, I wanted to be that person to always say yes. And I think I worked that into my mental. So now, I just feel like I want to be that person that always says yes for people, because it sucked for people to always tell me no. I think which is why I go so hard at everything I do. So I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. Go ahead. How many you got left?
1, 2, 3.
I have 3 left. So.
Okay, cool, yo. So we'll go back and forth. All right. So the next one is another flaw of mine is I get angry when someone I'm close to isn't giving 120%, and I guess that can be a flaw, right?
Yes, it is a flaw.
Because listen, I'm not expecting perfection. So let me break that down.
Sorry.
Let me break that down. So the football player should understand this. A coach does not want to see you do this drill perfectly. But I want to see you give 120%. I want to see you running full speed throughout this whole entire drill. Even if you don't do it perfect, I want you to be doing 100 miles per hour to show me that you care, that you're trying. And I will not accept anything less than your best. And that's always going to be the case. Every time you line up, every time that doggone ball is hiked, I'm not gonna accept anything less than 120. Every time you step on this football field, if you're a starter, then you're gonna give me 120%, or you're gonna sit your ass on that bench. And that's how my coaches work. So one thing that I do take from football is that you're going to give me 120%, or I'm not going to accept anything. Anything less than 120% is not acceptable.
You know when it's not fair?
So life isn't fair.
No.
Life is not fair.
No, I'm just saying, in that aspect.
My bad. I got tired of that ball.
I was looking at it.
You going?
I was looking at it.
You going today? Don't learn today.
So in that aspect, why can't the people know how much they're giving? It's not 100%. It's not me giving you 120%. It's what you feel like 120% is.
See,
you define that percentage, not
absolutely.
The person actually doing it.
Because me personally, again, when I say, that's why I made sure I said what I said. When someone close to me, meaning I know that person, I know what that person is capable of, and I've seen that person give 120%. We're doing something else, and if you're gonna give 120 over there, then if it's something that we are doing, I'm not gonna accept anything less than that. You need to, if you're willing to give this person 120%, then I want you to give me or give us 120, and I'm not willing to accept anything less than that. So if you do 8 hours for the man, then when you come to me, you know what I mean? Whether it's brother, sister, uncle, whatever. If we working out together, whatever we're doing, we cooking a damn meal, we trying to figure something out. Then I need you to give that exact. If we're gonna do this together, if we're gonna do this as a team, and I'm willing to give 120, then I need to see the exact same thing coming from whoever it is sitting across that table, or sitting beside, or across, or behind, or whatever. in order for us to achieve whatever mission or accomplish whatever mission that we're setting out, I need to make sure that that person is given the exact same thing that I'm giving.
Right.
I'm a passionate person, and I need for that person to be as passionate, if not more, as me.
Sometimes it seems like you don't allow people to have moments of weakness.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to, like, the push that you have, the strength that you have, you almost feel like other people should have it, and everybody doesn't have it to that level.
Mm-hmm.
So there are times I'll give my job 120. Like, when we finish this, I'm going back to work. However, there are also times I may have worked 8 hours today, but only maybe 3 of those hours were where I was really going hard. So, I mean, I don't think you can compare to that. I think, you know, everybody has their limits. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need a mental break. But it doesn't mean that they're not wanting to give that 120. If that makes sense.
No, I feel you.
But I understand
Everybody,
you on it, like,
yeah, everybody can't give 120% every day.
yeah.
I understand it. I understand that.
Like, let me give an example. So, you, like, doing your videos and stuff and editing and all this other stuff, like, you get more than 120 for that. So today, when I was doing all this work, I was actually working today. So when I was doing all this work, in my mind I was like, dang, here I am doing all this. I should be doing something for myself. So I did stop and take time to, like, so even though I only spent maybe, 45 minutes to an hour just kind of prepping that stuff and getting it on YouTube or whatever, I feel like I gave 120% in that 45 minutes. Whereas, maybe you see it as, well, you gave them 8 hours, you didn't give me 8 hours.
Well, again, so...
that's just an example,
yeah, but you tried, is what I'm saying. So, with you at least trying, or you're attempting and you're trying to make an effort, I can respect it, right?
Yeah.
But, again, so, I'm going to say this. Majority of the time, I do want to see 120. And those times that you don't give 120, I need to see effort behind, like you're trying to actually put forth effort behind it. Like, I will not accept, you know what I'm saying, I'm just tired or whatever. I don't know. I guess some stuff that I'm... No, I understand that. I'm going to say this, man, like, it depends, because, I mean, I'm not expecting, stuff like every day, like, posting content or working out every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person that spend...
But where there's downtime and there's the ability to be doing something else,
yeah,
then you want to see that person, like, not stop.
Yeah.
Or not stop the day until, like, why are you sitting on the bed watching TV? There's dishes dirty downstairs. There's, you could be doing a workout. You sitting here searching on your phone, you could be,
Well, I'm more like, yeah, I feel you, but I'm more like this. Like, I'm not gonna say anything like, if I'm laying on the bed, I'm not gonna say it's dishes downstairs. If I done got up, you know what I'm saying, and I'm around cleaning up or whatever, and then and it's some downtime where you're chilling, then I'll say that. But if you're working or whatever, I'm not gonna. I'll just clean it up or whatnot. Yeah. It ain't gonna never be a time where
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, working out.
Matching that other person's energy, that other person's drive.
Yeah.
Is definitely necessary.
You can go ahead. I'm gonna talk to them when you question it. But yeah, working out. I'm gonna say this, man, because no, I do not work out every day. I don't work out every day. So I would say at least trying to get a workout in twice out of the week is, what I'm saying, decent, understandable. Try to incorporate like eating healthy. And I'm a very neat and clean person, so there are certain things that I expect, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at, you know what I'm saying, where I lay my head at night or whatever. I try to make sure everything is spick and span before I lay down. I cannot stand when it is junk or clutter or anything. I can't sleep under those type of conditions. So, you know, it has to be clean. It absolutely has to be clean before I lay down. But yeah, I say at least twice, maybe twice or 3 times or whatever out of the get a little word down there and whatnot. But go ahead. You.
I only caught the tail end of that, but I would say
basically just going over my expectations and
Yeah.
stuff. It's not
yeah.
too much. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that I demand is not every day. It's not every day that I
Right.
want you to give 120% with this workout. I understand that people's bodies need to rest. I understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because you are a freak of nature.
yeah, but I would still try to. I even try to besides that boxing workout because that thing was crucial.
That
But
was
yeah,
great,
and
so-
that was more of the lines of almost like every day. When we did that, was it every day or like 4 days?
Every day. That was every day
It
for
was
30 days.
It was an intense workout, but for the most part, anytime I set up a workout, it's normally workout a day, rest your body, workout a day, rest your body like that.
Now, I will say you do make your expectations known. So even when I already know, even like today when you was like, I'm almost home, I was like, oh shoot, I done spent all this time working. My thought process was, oh, he don't get up till 10:30. I can just do whatever. But those are things that I want to make sure that I'm doing. So I will always try to meet those expectations because they're not like crazy. They're not like overwhelming, but it absolutely makes sense. He want to come home. He want to have a clean environment because he gonna work. He going right back to work on his own business, or just want to enjoy the vibe. So I definitely understand that. But I don't know when you get tired, really.
Kevin Gates on.
I know, right. Okay, so me, a big flaw that I have is I cut people off quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think that came from being an army brat, and we moved so much. I have best friends, and then we had to move, and they was just gone. You had to make new friends and go on. So for me, I cut people off quick, even family, which is not a good thing. And I do it without any emotion. I think sometimes I cut people off emotionally. And so I can say hey to you, but there's nothing there. And that's not healthy. It's not a good thing to just be able to cancel people.
Or think that you're doing that when it's actually building a lot of trauma deep down. A lot of people think, you know what I'm saying, I can just cut this person out now. In most cases, you have gotten attached to those people. You know what I'm saying, whether it's family or friends. And we always convince ourselves that we good. But, you know, you get around a therapist and you start to break down when they start really unpacking that thing and you realize that's actually trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, so that was yours?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's it? That's it?
Well, I mean,
Okay, cool.
I think
So
that one's pretty
I can go ahead and rock. Hey, we just got a new subscriber. Appreciate Latte Taylor. I hope I'm saying that right. My bad if I'm not. All right, so one of mine is, I think this is almost the same. I can be cold or harsh towards people that complain. That kind of goes neck and neck with the what's the name, whatever. Mm-hmm. Somebody not giving 120. Yeah, I can't be cold or harsh when. Yeah.
That goes back to one of your other ones that you were saying about the privileged people.
Oh yeah. That one too. That yeah.
You don't like a complainer, but that's when you think about it, it's not solving anything.
Oh, you talking about complaining?
Complaining.
Yeah.
It's not solving anything. Your mindset is, if it don't work, what I gotta do to make it work?
Yeah.
Or what's my workaround?
I think that actually came from me pretty much being down and out at a few different points in my life, and I just looked around myself. I didn't have anything. It was like, bro, you either sit here, you know, and remain, you know, homeless or starve to death or whatever, or you can get up off your A, and you can work, you can save up, you can get your own place, you know, work, make money, get some food, work, make money, you know, get a car or whatever. You either complain or you can do work and get whatever it is that you say that you need.
Now there is one thing that you say is complaining that I don't think is complaining.
Oh Lord.
When I say I'm tired.
Let me tell you something.
I be tired.
That thing get up under my skin so bad.
But for me, it's because I eat the wrong stuff. Like my body feels sluggish.
Mm-hmm.
So me saying I'm tired, or
Mm-hmm.
we played the game till 3, 4 in the morning, and I
Yeah.
got up at 7. You slept till 1.
First of all, Black got up at 10.
I need, if I don't get 7 hours of sleep, my body feels tired.
Right. Let me tell you something, Black. You know how many years I went off of 3 and 4 hours of sleep?
You are a freak of nature. Let me tell you something. They don't make people like you.
Well, they make bears.
Except,
We're going to introduce him a little bit later on.
No, we
you know what I
not.
mean?
No, we won't.
All right. So this is the last one.
Wait, did you or did I?
I thought you said you were done. I thought you said you didn't have any more.
I got one more.
Oh, go ahead.
I got one more. Okay. This is a flaw. I've actually been working on this flaw because somebody brought it to my attention that I have a bad habit of giving advice. I have a bad habit of giving advice. Like sometimes people just want you to listen and not give input and be proud of where they got to, what they accomplished, whatever, instead of trying to improve on that. I try to improve on step. My brain works different, so I can always see like a different step or a different way or something. So I like throw that idea out there instead of being happy for that person and what they thought of and what they, created. And so I'm learning to just listen and to just really celebrate that person and what they did. Because everybody brain works different.
You're doing a good job.
So I have been really actively working on that. With everything and everybody. So
Not me, because I don't care nothing about all of that extra stuff she talking. Just people in general, man. You know what I'm saying? It's some people out there that, they don't want advice or whatever. They just want you to sit there and listen to whatever they got to say or whatnot. But yeah. My last one is I walk away from people. I'll tend to walk away from people before I walk away from a task I need to complete. I just looked at it as easier to walk away from people than it is to walk away from a task. Like, if I have to, or I feel like I have to get something done or a goal accomplished, like I have to make it to 1,000 subscribers and I'm going to do that by any means necessary, then I'm going to stop at nothing until I get there. Versus if you have like a friendship or whatever, if I fall out with somebody, I don't necessarily just walk away for good and it's no way in the hell I'm going to talk to them, like burn a bridge or anything. I just separate or step away from that person, and I just feel like whenever they want to, they can reach out to me and there's going to be no ill will towards them or whatever. But yeah. There's never any hard feelings, man, regardless of anybody that, I've had an argument with, got in a fight with, either from the past or now. that I can honestly say we can't sit down and at least have a conversation. You know what I mean? That goes for people that I put my hands on as well. So the next whatchamacallit is
I got one more.
oh, go ahead.
I just thought of one while I was doing my other one. So, I guess a bad flaw that I have is controlling my facial expressions. Because even when I don't say anything, my face says a lot.
True that. The last thing, but we'll actually do this off camera, is just a little food for thought, man. What can you work on? Like, what flaws can you change? And most of the time, most flaws can be changed, besides the first one that I named, which is my past. You really can't do too much about that. But for the most part, flaws can be worked on, and you can improve in certain areas. But we did this, man, just to give you guys something that y'all can try. You know, feel free to sit down with your significant other or whatever and have them write up a list. You write up a list, and y'all come together and just have a conversation, man. Because I actually heard, what actually sparked this idea is I heard a guy say, anybody that doesn't see or realize that they have flaws, that should automatically raise like a red flag. The fact that you don't see any wrong in what you're doing. If they honestly can't see that, you know, what you're doing is a problem and it's affecting me in a negative way, and they're not willing to admit and then change those things, then that's a problem. That's a red flag. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and end this video. JoJo has to get back to work. I have to get back to work. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. JoJo, you hit end stream on there.